Appalachian Trail actually goes right through the middle of town. I don't think we could have looked out any more than this being our first harvest host.
Yes.
Right? I know. It's pretty crazy.
Just gonna try and not get too wet, even though the original plan
Was to get wet?
was
Victoria's upgraded to an oar system. Oh, you just broke your oar.
This is the only place in the state of North Carolina you're gonna find a natural hot spring.
Best part is it's only 45 minutes west of Asheville and it has its own RV park.
Welcome to Hot Springs, North Carolina.
Victoria is such a boss parker. Look at her stick it right between these trees, y'all. You're definitely good on your passenger side. So a little bit more driver. Yep.
We figure we go straight to the source on this one, so we're actually staying at the Hot Springs Resort and Spa campground.
And it's really cute and it's right up against the edge of town and also the French Broad River.
And since we're so close to town, we're actually just gonna jump on the e-bikes real quick and get into town because Mama needs some food. She hungry. Hangry. You know what I mean.
Do you think that 2-hour parking sign applies to our bikes?
I don't think so.
We've actually been to Hot Springs one other time. This is before full-time RV life. And this is a new addition to town. As you see, not a very big town. Big Pillow Brewing, Tap Room, and Taqueria. Great space and great food. Better beer. Once again, we're on the work and reward system for day 2 here in Hot Springs, knocking out the Lover's Leap hike.
Yeah, we actually meant to get a much earlier start on this, but the rain had other plans.
Yes.
Lover's Leap is a really popular 1.8 mile loop trail that actually has its trailhead like a block away from downtown, so it's very convenient. This trail has 500 feet of elevation gain, and it doesn't feel like it should be that much, but I sure am feeling it, and we're only about halfway through right now. The beginning of this trail actually runs along the Appalachian Trail, which if you don't know, is a long trail that runs along the Appalachian Mountains all the way from where?
Maine to Georgia.
Maine to Georgia. It's pretty long. The beginning part also hugs the French Broad River, and it's really cool. You can see little places where people stop off and rest for a while that are hiking the Appalachian Trail.
First part of the hike, you're gonna go upstream along the river, then you're gonna follow the white places for the Appalachian Trail, and then you're gonna be looking for orange blazes, which is the loop for Lover's Leap. We're a little less than a mile into this, so let's keep going. As we sometimes say on this channel, don't do what we do, learn from what we do, and we just messed up pretty bad if you can't tell by the sweat pouring from every orifice of our bodies. And we're just plodding along, struggling here, and we start going back down the mountain, and I was like, why would anybody leap from down here?
Turns out where you split off and start following the orange blazes is actually where Lover's Leap is, and we went 0.3 miles back down it, so we just climbed 0.3 miles back up, and here we are.
Just to show you.
Lover's Leap.
And now that we've made it, let's tell you the legend of Lover's Leap.
So there was a Cherokee princess who apparently was supposed to marry someone within her own tribe, but fell in love with an outsider.
Little love triangle.
Well, this jilted lover was obviously not happy, so he went and attacked this man and pushed him off the cliff. Well, the princess was so upset, she jumped in after him. But wait, the story doesn't end there. Apparently, a panther attacked this jilted lover then.
How does a panther pop into the story?
I honestly don't know. I just read the sign.
The jumping from a mountain wasn't enough.
The story actually kind of reminds me of the story of Nakalula Falls when we were in Alabama.
Yeah. I gotta say though, I'm pretty proud of this one because she doesn't really do the whole heights thing, and we're pretty up there. There's a lot of switchbacks, a lot of edges, so just watch your footing as you're coming up.
But there's a lot of trees. It's not just sharp cliffs. I feel like if I fell, I might be able to grab a tree on the way
It's not
down.
Grand Canyon type scariness. You're gonna get to Lover's Leap about a mile into this hike, and then you take the orange blazes back on down.
Overall, I'd say this is probably about a moderate hike. It's not terribly strenuous, but there are quite a few spots where you probably need some good knees because these steps are high.
Yeah.
But it's definitely worth it because you got some great views of hot springs, you got the French Broad River, and you can see all of the mountains. Panoramic view.
Oh, and look, there's blue skies.
Oh, yay! It's time to head back down the mountain, but we actually got really lucky because this is usually a pretty busy trail, but it just stopped raining, so we're one of the few people out here. Popping into the visitor centers to find out where our next destination is, but it looks like you can get all sorts of information and free Wi-Fi. This is where the Appalachian Trail actually goes right through the middle of town.
This right here is one of the swimming holes you can find in the Paint Creek corridor. This is Dudley Falls, and as you can see, it opens up into this big pool below the falls.
I don't know if it's 100% true, and it's probably not recommended, but I'm pretty sure people jump from way up there into the pool below.
No, thank you.
We technically had to come to another state to get this one done. We're actually on the hunt for swimming holes along the Paint Creek corridor. This right here is one of the popular ones. This is the Paint Creek swimming hole, and it's got a little parking area as well.
I'm not sure if these little falls have names, but I am pretty sure that you can get a tube and float down them.
Obviously use caution.
Yes, be careful. Well, it's a small chance of rain in the morning turned into actual rain all day. So we're just gonna sit here and enjoy the view.
Yeah, there's several spots to stop off on the Painted Creek corridor to have a picnic, obviously jump in a couple of swimming holes, check out the little falls along the way. But right now we're just gonna try and not get too wet, even though the original plan
Was to get wet?
was to get wet.
Yeah. You know how that works. We should also mention that yes, we had to come to Tennessee to get here, but Tennessee was literally just a hop, skip, and a jump away. It only took us about 25 minutes to get here. I think the rain cooled it down a little bit.
Yeah, it probably would have felt amazing right after our hike.
Wet down here, dry up top.
Well, kind of dry.
Kind of.
What's up, dude? Happy eating. Good, how are you?
It's hot tub time. This is a small town, and when we say small, we mean it only has 530 people in it, but it is perfectly situated along the Appalachian Trail, the French Broad River, and right along the border of Tennessee.
This is kind of the thing that we love most about Hot Springs is it's a small town, so we don't have to make a whole lot of choices as what we're gonna do.
And even though there's not a whole lot of things to do, everything that you do is pretty awesome. The food's amazing, the shops are really cute.
The hiking is awesome.
Yes, there's tons to do around here. But this is obviously the main draw to the whole area.
Yeah.
The only place to actually experience the hot springs is at a hot springs resort. They pump it in from a hot spring about a half a mile up the road and put it into these tubs here. You have two options. You have a regular or a deluxe tub. It's $60 for a regular and $70 for a deluxe for 1 hour. But if you stay at the campground, you get $10 off the regular and $15 off the deluxe.
Make sure you bring your own towel. They don't rent or provide them, but they do allow food and drink, and of course, clothing is optional because each of these tubs are private.
So relaxed. If you enjoyed your mineral hot spring bath as much as I did, you can go over to the gift shop and actually get a bath bomb that has the exact mineral composition as the water from the hot springs.
Good news and bad news. Our time at Hot Springs Resort and Spa Campground, it's actually come to a close. We did try and get an extra night, but when it comes to summertime, this place is popping, especially when you get to the weekend, and guess what? It's Friday.
Yep. But our time in Hot Springs is not completely come to an end because we are gonna have our first Harvest Toast experience right up the street.
Okay, first impressions. This place is absolutely gorgeous.
Like, I don't think we could have looked out any more than this being our first Harvest Host.
Yes.
This is Painted Rock Farm, and it is only, what, like 15 minutes away from Hot Springs?
Yeah. This is an absolutely gorgeous property. They've got an event space right here that reminds us a lot of the kind of barn that we got married in, but a little bit nicer with a crazy view. I'll show you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, right? I know. It's pretty crazy. What you got there?
We got eggs.
Look at that, fresh eggs. $5 for a half dozen, right?
Unwashed, doesn't have to be refrigerated. Straight from the source. If you're not familiar, the deal with Harvest Host is that you pay a yearly membership and you can stay at places for free, but in general, you're supposed to spend, you know, like 25 bucks at their gift store. They tend to be at farms, breweries, places like that where, you know, it's nice to just spend a little bit of money. In our case, because we got the spot with the power, just for the convenience and the AC, it would have been about 30 bucks if we didn't buy anything, but we bought probably $45 worth of stuff between a t-shirt and some CBD products, which they grow here on site.
Since we decided to stay an extra day, we figured we'd get a little bit of redemption, so we're back at Paint Creek Corridor, and we're here at Dudley Falls, and this time, the sun is shining.
Yes. There's actually a ton of people out here today, and it looks like you can tube down some of these falls and even Dudley Falls itself, but I don't think I'm gonna do it, because I saw some kid almost hit his head like 5 times going down, so. Instead, I think I'm gonna try to find one of these little pools to float around.
Yeah, that sounds like a better idea.
Do I get in?
I don't know. Do you?
It's not exactly warm. Relaxing.
Oh, she's in it. She is in it. How you feel about that?
Oh.
Yeah? You'll be all right. You'll get used to it here in a second. Victoria's feeling a little dangerous, so she's gonna ride this river for a minute. All right, Victoria, how'd that first rapid go?
Doing okay.
All right. She's trying to navigate the shallow waters. All right, here's the big one. Is she gonna do it? You got this. Just lean forward. Put the stick down. You don't need that. I told you could do it. That was so good. All right, she was worried about that last rapid, but I would say you nailed it.
It was actually pretty fun. Like, my hair didn't even get wet,
I told you. She was like, I might break a leg. I could go underwater. I go, that's not.
I'm a nurse. I can hit my head. Like, of course, it's very good. But
all right,
it was
but
fun.
obviously, don't do what we do. Learn from what we do and use caution.
Watch the locals, really.
Yeah. Victoria's upgraded to an oar system. Oh, you just broke your oar. She was nervous, but she was also feeling dangerous, and now she's gone down 8 times. And
This might be my favorite like swimming hole that we found. It is so easy to just go down there and climb up those stairs. Like it is meant for this. This is like a playground.
Yeah. All right, another beautiful morning here in the mountains, but it's time for us to pack up and wrap up. But definitely glad that we ended up staying an extra day because we had a lot of fun yesterday getting our redemption out at that swimming hole.
If you're in the Asheville area, but maybe you're looking for something a little bit more low-key, this is definitely the place for you. The downtown area is super cute. You have trails literally leading off of it, including the Appalachian Trail, and tons of swimming holes and water adventures for sure.
And of course, the most important part, which is the fact that it's North Carolina's only natural hot spring. And if you haven't done a natural hot spring before, highly suggest you get it in your life.
And also, we could not ask for a better first harvest host experience. This place is absolutely gorgeous. Thank you, Painted Rock Farm. We will definitely be stopping by here again in the future and definitely be checking out more harvest hosts from now on.
It's about time we put the membership to use.
Yeah.
Okay, time to head back down the mountain and we'll catch y'all next Sunday.
Bye.